So you've started running. You still won't call yourself a runner, but you do occasionally run. You've got proper trainers and everything. There's just one thing holding you back from being a full-on running type: you only run on treadmills, never outdoors. It's an easy trap to fall into. The treadmill in the gym feels safe and comfortable. You know you can stop at any point without having to find your way home. You can watch TV as you jog, and there's no chance of bumping into someone you know out on the street while you're tomato red and dripping in sweat. But running outside is a wonderful thing that you might be missing out on, primarily out of fear or insecurity. I've always been scared to run outside. In the gym I know everyone's there for the same reason, to get fit. They won't be judged or shout rude comments, because they've been where I am. Running in the park or along a main road feels terrifying in comparison. People have the freedom to laugh at your gait, shout rude comments about your body, or just, well, see you running. It all feels a bit disconcerting. But that's a massive shame, because running outside can be absolutely delightful. If you've been keen to give it a go but worries, anxiety, or shame have been holding you back, here are some tips that have helped me, a former treadmill devotee, feel confident enough to get outside and run. 1. Stick in your headphones. A genius thing about listening to music when you're running, you can't hear anyone's comments. Who cares if someone leans out of their van and yells something likely to be sexual at you when you can't hear them? You're in your own little world and no one needs to pull you out of it. 2. Get a running outfit that makes you feel good. No, you don't have to spend a load of cash on kit, but it's crucial that you have something to run in that's comfortable, fit for purpose, and that makes you feel confident. That means a sports bra that keeps everything where it needs to be, if you need one, a top that won't make you self-conscious when you move or sweat, and pants that don't cut into your flesh, ride up, or make you dislike the way you look. 3. Plan out a route in advance, but go somewhere new. Use a Maps app so you're not worrying about getting lost. Plan a route, and then go out and run it. It's great to go somewhere new because your run will feel like an adventure. You'll be so distracted by looking at all the new things around you that you won't have the mental space to worry about how you look or how well you're running. Planning a route also takes the decision out of things, meaning you won't be faced with the choice to go left or right, then just decide to give up and go home. 4. Choose your running times wisely. If you run early before work, the only people around will be other runners, or drunk people. Neither will be judging your run. The same goes for a late-night run, just make sure to wear reflective gear. 5. Run with a buddy. Rope in a friend to run with you or join a beginners group to get started. Make sure that the person you run with is the same level of fitness. Nothing's more demoralizing than huffing and puffing as your friend, who claimed they haven't been to the gym for months, effortlessly glides ahead of you rather than going for a coach-student relationship. Having someone there will give you the distraction you need from any worries and insecurity, and it means you don't feel so exposed and alone. Easy. 6. Have your gait analyzed. This is worth doing to make sure you're wearing the right shoes, but it'll also stop you worrying that you're running entirely incorrectly. That's a big fear. 7. Find your motivation. There are loads of different ways you can motivate yourself to get running. Sign yourself up for a race so you have a deadline to meet and specific targets to achieve. Find some mantras that work for you. Go on Instagram and find some real-life runners who aren't super-toned Olympians. Whatever works for you, find a reason to run and the motivation you need to keep going. 8. Remind yourself that no matter how much you struggle, what you look like, or how far you run, you're still doing something great. You're running rather than lounging on the sofa. That's something to be proud of. I'm part of Heineken UK's team running Race to the Tower to raise money for mental health charity Mind. This is a really important cause. I've experienced depression and anxiety for over a decade, and have only recently started getting help, and that's thanks to charities like Mind breaking down the silence and shame around mental illness. Too many people are still struggling alone. If running a marathon is what it takes to raise money to help Mind do vital work around mental health, I'll do it, even if I am incredibly unfit and haven't exercised in years. And yes, this will be a full-on marathon in the Cotswolds. I will be running it, not walking. It will be hard. If you fancy helping out and making all the inevitable pain worth it, you can donate to Mind through my fundraising page. More, why running is the best way to explore our city. More, Masturbation Month, 11 unexpected benefits of masturbating. More, why the dad bod has to go for the sake of my daughter.